Good morning, guys. It's Erin from Earth Healer Movement. I just took a shower and I'm getting ready. So get ready with me. I'm going in with some Neutrogena wipes. This is the Hydra Boost. It's a little different than the normal ones because I buy the big Costco box and they give you like 3 of the regular ones and 1 of these. And then they give you like a mini travel set. It's really good. I think it's only like 16 bucks for the whole entire thing, which is pretty good. So you're saving money. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Meaningful Beauty. I'm gonna use this melon serum first. And it has like little melon beads on it that kind of like burst. They pop. Like little bobas. You can see it. So cool. And they smell really good. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the dark spot corrector, the Meaningful Beauty. This is the whole Meaningful Beauty set. I put way too much on my finger. This is way too much because I just have like these little spots. Look how big this is now. It like goes away and then it like comes back up. That's what it seems like. So I put way too much. I'm just gonna put this all over my face because there might be like little dark spots. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna do this eye cream. So I feel like a lot of things are changing. There's always things going on. I'm gonna do the neck and décolleté cream. So I got kind of like heated. I don't know whether to talk about these things, but I know it's not a popular opinion, but it's my opinion. So I'm like anti-war. Okay, I'm done with this Meaningful Beauty. The last little lavender bottle was the glowing serum. So I'm anti-war, and I got really upset because they were trying to recruit my son into like the Marines and Army and stuff. So they have all these like recruiters that go to high schools and try to get the kids that are like not doing too well in school, or like, you know, that probably don't have college plans and stuff like that. And it really like irritated me because my son can go to college. He can get his GED. He can go to college. He can be a successful part of society, and he was having a hard time in high school because I believe it's because of his spiritual gifts that God was kind of like separating him, that he's different. and that he's unique, and he didn't want him learning that stuff because a lot of it is programming. But it's important. I told him, even though if you think it's wrong or whatever, it's important for you to learn what's wrong so you can be like the change, you know? So if you don't agree with the policies or the procedures or the way it's being taught or the information or anything, or if you don't think it's useful or whatever, you still need to, you know, do it because it builds, you know, your character, and it shows that you can have the capacity to think and problem solve, and you're building skills for the rest of your life, for like being consistent and, you know, doing your work and being on time and being reliable, and you're dedicated, and you're working with others, and you're able to listen and follow directions and all of that, right? There's like a lot to school that's like really important. And then as you go and you work, you can you don't have to stay with a company. You could create your own company, and you can do things better, you know, and change everything that you want to change. You can do that. There's choices in life, you know. So even though you don't like the way it's done, you can just do it because that's what you need to do. You don't have to work in a company that, you know, that you don't agree with their policies or whatever, but you can go your own path, like later on in life or whatever. Or you can, you know, God makes a way for you in doing what you want. But sometimes when you're young, you have to just listen and learn, because you don't know you don't really have a good idea about what the world is like. So the thing that irritates me is that these recruiters go to these high schools and they're taking our kids away from us when they aren't old enough to make those decisions. And then they want the parents to sign off, probably, to allow them to go into the Marines or whatever. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. And I had to explain to my son that doesn't have life experience, like what are you signing up for? You're signing up to, basically, they're trying to brainwash you and manipulate you to go with them and learn how to murder people and to do whatever they say so they can brainwash you and manipulate you, to train you to just do whatever they say. And it doesn't matter, like, if you don't want to do it, or you don't believe in why you're doing it, or you don't even question it. They yell at you to do what you're told. Don't talk, just listen and be respectful and say, yes, sir. Like, you have to do everything. You have to dress perfectly. You have to clean everything perfectly. That's what I told them. I'm like, it's all about cleaning. And it's about, like, manipulating your mind. So they're going to try to trick you to say, like, oh, you're a hero. Like, the reason why you're doing this is because you want to be the hero. You want everybody to look up to you, and you want everybody to respect you. And so it's all a manipulation of your mind. Because what you're really doing is you're doing something that's, I'm hearing, sacrilegious. That's shooting and killing people or being an accomplice to it. So therefore, you are a target. Whenever you put on that uniform, you are a representative of murderers. That's really what it is. Because God does not there's certain instances where it's like self-defense, but you really can't trust these politicians and these leaders anymore because it's corrupt, that they're going to just work in self-defense. We can't even trust our government anymore. To really do what's right and moral and have integrity and use common sense. That we are putting people in office that are bullies and that are hotheads and don't know how to be respectable human beings. And I believe Obama was like one of the best presidents because of his class and his dignity and the way that he carried himself. I don't follow a lot of like the politics and stuff, but because that's not because I want to leave that to the people that, it's like a judge and a jury. Like, I'm not there, and so I'm hearing secondhand information. Now, if there's certain laws, like Roe versus Wade, that was like reversed, and like certain things that were happening, like Trump, the first thing he wanted to do when he went into office was employ a bunch of Supreme Court judges, and then those judges were incompetent, and it was shown that on TV. Like, I saw it with my own and heard it with my own ears, the things that they were on trial for when Trump was accused of I forgot what it was, but like, I was hearing tampering with, okay, so it was like, there was the whole, tampering with the Russian government, and also the sex scandal with prostitution or whatever, like the money exchange, like the hush money and all of that, like illegal practices. I remember like a whole huge trial, but an impeachment trial, and I heard indictment. So I remember all these like officials, and he was like firing everybody, and he was like, it was just a big mess. Anyways, so when you have somebody that's like getting away with like breaking the law and like the whole, you know, January 6th, I keep hearing debacle, inciting violence, and he was inciting violence again on, in one of his speeches, like, saying something like one day of terror can like make a lot of change and scare people or something. Like, he believes in that, like, because there was like some movie that was depicted that was similar to what he was doing, so it's almost like he saw the movie and then he got the idea, because that's literally, he's so I'm hearing diabolical. And what the people don't understand is that he's manipulating them. Like, he's using all the tactics that he has and that he learned in business. Because I went to business school and I know that's what they teach you. And he was an economics major. I'm hearing Brown University. I'm not sure. I looked it up, so I don't remember, but I think so. Because I was being guided to look up his education and all that. But I don't want my son to be sacrificed and to come home with PTSD and like be ruined. And he thinks that, you know, like the recruiters are telling kids that they're, you know, gonna get all this education and travel and do, like, become a man and learn discipline and motivation and all this stuff. They're selling them a dream. And I get a vision of like the Pinocchio thing. Like, come on this circus and come to the circus with me. This one's done. My lip liner. Come to the circus. And so it's like a manipulation of the youth. And I know that, like, our country needs protection. But I don't want my kid involved in that. I told him I'd rather him go to the Peace Corps. And like, but then I looked into that and it's not run very well, and that's putting your kid in danger as well. Like, you're supposed to live with a family for like 2 years as a host family, and like you have to be gone for 2 years, and you could be living in the worst of conditions, like no electricity, no running water. I'm hearing war-torn countries, like crime. My son has been through enough in his life. He's not sheltered, and he's not, I mean, he is sheltered, but he's not like, he's been going through a lot. He has not been like, I don't know. It's like he has been given way more than those people, but he's suffered so much. So I don't want him to suffer, and I don't want him to hitchhike to go to work every day and like live with some family he doesn't know, and then it's just crazy. So I'm like, you're not 18. I don't approve of that at all. And I'm actually pissed off that they approached my son. And I told them the type of people that they approach, and that's rude. They target like individuals that are like not doing well in school, and like they think that there's like problems in their family or something, and that literally pisses me off. Because no, your mom is not that mom. She's not that mom. So leave my kid alone. Okay. I need to put my foundation on. And for some kids, it actually is like really good because they did have a really bad childhood and stuff. And it's actually like saving their life pretty much. And it's giving them valuable lessons, and it's actually good for them. But that's not for my kid. Not at all. He's not violent or anything, or like, he doesn't have like, I don't know. It's just not for him. Not for our family, not for him. And that's that. And I'm glad that my son listens to me and values my advice. And hopefully he's gonna listen. Because literally, like, my heart dropped when he said he wanted to go to a meeting, that he was meeting with the recruiter. Like, no, you're not. You're not 18. You're not doing that. And I had to lecture him in the parking lot for like half an hour. About how, you know, about everything. And I told him, you know, go watch Forrest Gump. Well, go watch those movies that show the truth. And like, all the homeless people that are on the street that have like PTSD and stuff, and that can't work. They're mentally they're like gone. If they're not physically dead, mentally they're dead. Emotionally they're dead. And their lives are ruined. So it's not that they're going to come back with a bunch of education and money in their college account or whatever it is that they promise. That's not always the case. And those examples that do that, those are examples that they want everybody to know about. When that could just be the only person. Or like they got lucky that they weren't like, you know. And I told him how this world is manipulative. But they want to teach everybody how good they are. That they have morals and integrity. When it's almost like they're breeding the kids to like believe all this stuff. So they're raising kids to believe that the world is good and it's so fun and all this stuff. And that the government isn't harmful or anything. And that's not true. It's become so corrupt. And we need to wake up to the fact of we already know what's happening and we feel like we can't stop it. Because the corruption has already began. It was allowed. We're allowing the corruption. We're allowing the corruption by allowing these candidates to run for office. We have no control over it. It's all about like money and like networking of like all these corrupt people. So how are you supposed to stop that? Like an individual cannot stop it. You have to be part of like a large corporation. Like you have to own most of the world's money, like Elon Musk. And then for him to support the bad behavior, which he does, kind of, in some way. Okay, I'm going in with this Melba by MAC. And I'm going to use this Berry Amore. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Color Pop on my lid, just like a good base. I want some sparkle. Oop. I got a big chunk that fell on my face. Okay. And then I have this putty stuff. It looks like pink, but I got a lot. I like the shiny, glittery stuff. I got way too much on this side, not enough on this side. So I think I have to put more over here. That's a lot. Oh well. Yeah, so that happened. So whenever I go through these things, it's so emotional for me. And then I'm also learning about like my diet and everything. So I'm so proud of myself that I moved to water. So I mostly drink water exclusively, pretty much. Sometimes I'll have iced tea, like if it's like free or something. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this Pure Essence Nude. I'm hearing Orbital Ridge. I don't know where that is. So like around the eyes, like the orbital ridge. That's pretty cool. I think it's like here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this Wild Honey by Becca. This is like a tannish color for me. So I'm excited that I no longer have my membership at California Sun because my payment didn't go through, but that's really good because I want to stop doing it right now. So I'm going to go in with this Molly and put some of this pink in my cheeks. That's really good. Oh my god, I'm getting to use this, like, I think this is a highlight. It's like a glowy liquid highlight. I'm just putting it on even though I don't know what it's like blended out, but oops. I'm just gonna blend it with my finger. Really pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna do some up here. My lines are not very like precise or anything. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna put more. Okay. So good. I don't know if I did that like very good, but okay, I'm gonna go in with this brightening up powder under my eye. So I might not buy this again because I'm not seeing, like, I'm not liking it as much as I used to. But I'm gonna use it because it's a powder. And I'm gonna go over it with this darker one by Essence. but it's still the same company, so I'm just gonna do it like around. I don't know, I guess I'll do it under too. I don't know. I knew about that. Okay, so I'm gonna do some setting spray. And I want to get out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna do some, I'm hearing liquefy, like I need to use a brush and put some like setting spray on it. So I put my finger on it like this, and then I sprayed, and then someone on my finger, and then I just rolled it on there. So I'm getting the brush wet. And then I'm gonna go in with, what color am I gonna use? Spirit? Okay, I think I'm gonna use this charcoal color right here. So I'm just gonna roll the brush around, like tapping and twisting it. And I'm going to use that as my eyeliner. And I'm just gonna go out like a little bit, like have a little wing. So the setting spray is going to make it last longer. And it's also going to like darken it, because it's like moist. It's like mud, you know. And you have more control over the placement. I'm hearing extended wear. Okay. So that's a lot. So I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay. Now I'm going to use some more setting spray. I'm using this NYX Dewy Finish. So I'm going to use a little bit of this color on the palette here. So it's changing that color slightly to make it more match this. So good. So this had more like reds and purples in it. So the mixture of this with that other pink worked perfectly. I love my spiritual guidance. It's so freaking amazing. It's just amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna use some more of this bronzer. so we're done with that. Putting all my stuff away. I need to do my mascara. So I am a bit of a mama bear, but I'm an educated woman and I have a very strong belief system and faith. So I said, you know, I would fully support you if you had to go, like you were being forced to go, because there was a reason why. But this is like a volunteer thing, and it's not good. Because then you're stuck, and if there is like a war or something, and then you don't even know what you're fighting for, you don't even know why you're doing what you're doing. And there's so many conspiracies, and like the government is not healthy. It's corrupt. And so you don't even know who you're killing. Like, let's say you had to just, they tell you to shoot, you need to shoot. And you don't know who you're shooting or why or anything. You're just following orders. And that's what all the training is for. That's what it's all for. To be quiet and just follow orders, and to build discipline. That's why you're constantly cleaning. So they don't have to clean or anything. I don't know who. Sergeants or captains or whatever. The whole organization doesn't have to clean. It's like prison. Like, you guys do the dirty work, and you just follow orders, and you just do what you're told. That's the real thing. Like, you don't even do what your mom tells you to do. You don't even want to clean your room or anything. Like, you don't even want to do your homework or get up early for school or do, you know. You don't even clean your room. So clean your room. Like, it's just funny. Because all these kids that don't want to do all those things that their parents tell them to do, it's not all of them, of course, but some kids had it really bad where they don't even have good examples at home at all. So, or they didn't even have parents to tell them to do anything. You know, like drug addict parents or like neglectful parents, horrible examples and stuff like that. And guess what? They're not forcing you, so that's your choice. Okay, so this is the look. And I love it. And I want to wear my Crocs today, I think. Oh, if I wear this bag, it doesn't really match. But I'm gonna do it anyways. I gotta get clean my Crocs with these Clorox wipes. So these are my Crocs. Here. So I'm just gonna like clean the inside and the outside. So I don't want my clean feet going on this dirty shoe. And then you have to let them sit and dry for a little bit. Not too long. Or you can grab like a paper towel or something and dry it off. Or I could wear my white shoes. I'll show you. These white pillow slide Birkenstock looking shoes. It was so funny when I was buying these. They were like $8 on less than $8 on clearance at Nordstrom Rack. And the lady there was trying to convince me like not to buy them because they're super hard to clean. It's like, I'm not wearing them every day. Like, I don't care if they're not like sparkling white. Like, I really don't care. So I think they look good. Like, I really don't. It's like a preference. Like, I'm not picky about stuff like that. Like, I really don't care. And she was like, yeah, they're impossible to clean. I'm like, what if you put them in the washer and dryer, or washer or whatever? No, they still don't come out. But I like don't think that this is a problem. Like, they don't look that bad to me. They still look like pretty white. I don't care. So just really you have to think about your own. You don't need to listen to other people. Like, other people will try to convince you of stuff that they believe in. But that doesn't mean that that's what you believe in. And then it's important to let your kids know what you think, because you have more life experience. They don't have the life experience that adults have. They don't understand the world. And so it's just for you to let them know. And how passionate you feel about it and everything. If you don't say anything, then it's like your kid can have like their life completely ruined. Like, you know your kid, you know their personality, you know the type of person they are, you know the world. And it's up to you to give your advice and be firm about it. Like, be passionate about it. Okay, I'm gonna go. This is my look for today. My Barbie girl look. So yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.